ever done to you?
No, I was saying Dew or Jew, as in like I thought might be a J or a D, but I wasn't. You know, I'm from Wolverhampton. We don't speak properly sometimes.
What is you? I have to say, as an Orthodox Jew myself, looking at you right now, you like, have you suddenly like left music and become a rabbi? What? Are you doing, like? What? What's going on?
I've had. That's the first time I've had rabbi. I've had a rabbi. I looked like an apostle the other day. Somebody said, which I thought was quite nice. I mean, I'm quite enjoying it. I think it makes me look friendly, approachable. You know.
Wait, Payne, you can do no wrong in my eyes. You can do no.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm sat alone in my office, and
you've got a wonderful office, though. That must be said. But you've worked very hard for it. So,
scented office. Should I show you my favourite thing in my office?
Oh, hang on. Here we go.
The favourite thing in my office. My favourite thing in my office is this.
Ah, the 50 million plaque.
The 50 million plaque.
Sorry, just come and have a sit next to the 50 million plaque if you could, please.
The 1D days. Nothing will ever beat the 1D days, Payne. That's all I'm saying.
Do you know what I watched the other day, which was fantastic rewatch for me? Now, I was a little bit drunk at the time, but I think it made it twice as enjoyable. We're in this surround sound thing that we've got in the house, right? And we're sitting there. I can't hide the profits forever. And we were sitting there, and I was turned on the San Siro gig. And it was the most amazing thing, sitting, rewatching a San Siro gig. But then I had this really weird out-of-body experience, and we were on the B stage, and I was watching on the screen, and one of the songs ended, and I closed my eyes, stood in the middle of these speakers with it on full blast, and it was like being back at the gig, and I could hear Niall talking on the left and Harry on the right. It was phenomenal. I loved it.
I'll never forget that night. That night at the San Siro was one of the most unbelievable nights. It was like
so good.
Being a football fan as well, you sort of grew up thinking the San Siro is almost like the home of football. And then to go with you boys and film it that night with Paul Dugdale and all of our team, it was just...
It was unbelievable. It was so good. It was so good, and it was amazing. There's bits of it I hadn't seen before. Like there's interviews that come on afterwards, and then there was a whole thing about us making the show, which was amazing. And it was actually next to the MOD base that me and Louis broke into the next day at Cardington. Do you remember that?
I don't remember, and I didn't mention about how we made it.
There was like a little bit on the after credits of like us dancing on the stage. Remember Paul, who did all of our choreography, and Helena was there. Yeah, and they were showing us all about how we were making the show in Cardington, and I turned up in a helicopter, which I just thought was absolutely hilarious.
Oh, I remember that with the explosions, and you're all sitting there, and everything was exploding.